Right, come on in, Denzel. Full ahead, both. We're off to Margate.
Behave yourself, Uncle Albert, or you won't be going.
Down to Margate, and don't forget your buckets, his waves, and cottage and all. Down to Margate, we'll ever feel the jelly hills of the cockle stool. Down to Margate, we go on the pier and we'll have a beer aside of the sea. Down to Margate, you can keep the host of Rama. I tell you, mate, I'd rather have a day down to Margate with all my family.
Hello, welcome to Let's Make Treks on a unusually sunny day down in Margate. So I'm here at the Margate Station, and I'm here to help Hornby launch their 70th anniversary celebrations for their time here at Margate Westwood. So let's go inside and see what's going on.
This is Martyn TT for Hornby Launches.
Good morning, and thank you very much for coming on behalf of not only Hornby but also South Eastern as well. So what we're here for today is today marks the beginning of a series of activities to celebrate Hornby's 70 years in Margate. There's a whole host of them I'm doing. We're doing some products and toys, which replicas of some of the key toys that were produced here in Margate over the decades, as well as some limited edition collectibles as well for the enthusiasts. We've also got events coming up, we've got competitions, there's much more things to come. So this today marks the beginning of it all for us in the run up to September. So Hornby actually dates back a lot further than this. In actual fact, we traced back in period 1901 when Frank Hornby, our founder, actually patented a educational toy which then later which then became the Meccano brand of toys we know today. And the success of that then led him on to newer things, which were clockwork tin-plate trains. So by around about 1920, Hornby's first trains were actually produced. And so here we are 140 years later, and we're still going. The Margate connection comes a little bit later, when in 1953 the Vines brothers, who owned it at the time, produced a state-of-the-art factory and product development centre at Westwood, the site where we're on now, and then that's where it all began. So over the years we've been hundreds of thousands of train sets and Scalextric sets produced at that particular site, and that's when we first came to Margate. And in the time of Margate, Hornby has become a key part of the community, in providing tens of thousands of jobs for local people around the surrounding areas and supporting local businesses. And in more recent years, with the opening of our business centre and now Wonderworks on the Margate site, we've actually contributed to bringing people into the county from a tourist perspective, alongside the likes of galleries, the lovely pub restaurants we're finding now, and of course Dreamland, and all the other great attractions that there are in the area. But it's a two-way thing. Hornby couldn't be what it is today if it wasn't for the support of the community. All those people that work, you have to bear in mind is that hundreds of thousands of toy train sets, Scalextric sets and more have been produced here over the years. And those products, those toys, have gone global. And it's very difficult to even begin to comprehend how many smiling children's faces there have been, and potentially fathers' faces have been on Christmas Day when they've been opened up the tree. And that all comes down to what has been done and what has been achieved here. So it really is a marvel. It really very much is a two-way thing. But of course, it's not just actually Hornby and the trains. There's also Scalextric and also brands, UK leading brands such as Airfix and Corby are now also based on the same site at Westwood. So we'd like to thank people that have made today and the beginning of these celebrations happen. Firstly to South Eastern for allowing us to have this amazing miniature layout here. And this position is absolutely key. There's probably nowhere better in the world to have a long railway layout than in a station. and the footfall that is going to come through the station. Obviously, with the summer months now, and the sun is now shining, it's here at last, I hope, and it's going to stay. There are going to be tens of thousands of holiday makers coming through here, so that's people of all ages. There'll be kids appreciating this, right up to adults. And then we have the amazing gigs going on. It's down the road at Dreamland as well, which is going to bring thousands of football past it, and hopefully we can kind of really share the joint element between what Hornby and the area has done. So I think thank you for that. I think thank you to Dreamland for allowing us to create a miniature version of the Dreamland as part of the layout. Now on the layout there are actually a lot of detail, and I do recommend you have a close up. We've got a series of things in there, so it's anything from the architecture of this amazing station building. We've got beach, which is very important. We've got bathing, we've got people having suntan lotion applied to them, people having ice creams, all the things you'd expect to see on a beach. We have our amazing Hornby building as well. We even have the cabbage field. So anyone local here with a sense of smell will understand the significance of why we had to include the cabbage fields in there. We have the coach from Only Fools and Horses Jolly Boys.
Right, come on in, Denzel. Full ahead, both. We're off to Margate.
So any Only Fools and Horses fans will know. We've actually recorded it before it burnt out. We thought it was better that way. And then we have a series of trains on here which replicate the railways of the area over that period of time. And then on to Dreamland. So we have the amazing stage, we have the Dreamland letters. We also have the Scenic Railway, which of course is Britain's oldest roller coaster, dating back to around about 1920, I believe. And then finally we have the crowd. At the moment, there is plenty of room in that crowd for more members to be added to it. And that's where the bit gets really exciting, and those can get involved, where we have the opportunity where you can be scanned, which takes a matter of seconds. I've done it this morning, I'm still alive, I'm ready to do everything. So it works, and then in a matter of weeks, we can actually produce a print-out, coloured model of itself at 1/76 scale, so it's perfectly fitting with this. But we'll produce 2 of those, so you'll get one for yourself to take home and show people. But more importantly, really excitedly, you can be part of the crowd, and we're going to be inviting the public to also be taking part in this at some later events held at our Wonderworks, a Wonderworks site up the road. So, thank you very much for coming. And now, the sort of more exciting bit, I just want to
I just want to say a big thank you for this. It's an absolutely amazing project. It all just started off as a LinkedIn post, inviting Hornby to get involved. Thank you guys for doing so. We deeply value the trust relationship that we do currently have. It's really important for both Hornby and ourselves and the local economy to work closely together. And I'm honoured to be part of the celebration of 70 years in the area. And I've been super excited about this project because a lot of my friends in the crowd know I'm a huge Hornby fan since I was I've been making layouts like this, and it's a big honour. It's something I've always wanted to do is have a layout. So thank you guys for that. We all always try to thrive with a positive relationship with our stakeholders. So yeah, thank you so much. And I think it's time to start. Where is our dispatcher? Must have run around. Sorry.
See you around.
They might have one.
As promised, I've collared Martyn.
Oh yeah, how you doing? Good to see you again.
Indeed, how are you?
Yeah, not on camera this time, we're actually here in place. Yeah, it's brilliant.
Excellent. So, as promised, I've got a few questions. Apologies if I've missed any, but as you can expect, Martyn's a busy man. Might not be able to get through all of these anyway. Just very quickly, what's the significance of what's going on here at Margate Station?
So the reason why we're really here today is we've got a series of events that we're running throughout
throughout the summer to celebrate Hornby being at Margate for 70 years. The exact anniversary is September, so we've got various things that are happening. So we've got the launch date today, we've got another event coming up on Margate Station in August, possibly a few events. We've got an amazing competition that we're running, so get to Hornby website to enter into that.
Links will be down below.
And we also produce some special products as well. Sadly, not in TT, they're in 00. So what we've actually created a couple of limited edition items. We've the Hornby Launches, which is just behind us in the factory, you'll be able to buy from standout range. And we've also produced a couple of, or reproduced, let's say, a couple of locomotives which were produced en masse as a toy here at Margate over the years. So we kind of just replicated those and produced those again.
Excellent. Right, so Hornby 70. Make sure you follow that link below to enter the competition, see what that's all about. So, can we talk a bit about the 70 years of Hornby? What can you tell us?
Well, I mean, we've been here for 70 years. We're actually, as a lot of people know, we actually for a while, but then came back again. There's actually a heck of a lot of history that's happened over that period of time. You know, the Triang era, the Robots era, the 00. So there's a huge history to it, which we picked up on when we had the centenary anniversary 4 years ago. But the big real thing about finance today and the 70 years is about the community. So, you know, over the years we've employed tens of thousands of people. So Hornby is kind of a real key name to the area. You know, everyone knew someone that worked here, had a relative that worked here. It's actually a two-way street because it's not only what we've done potentially for the area. I think we've got the other way around. And what those people have done, we don't know how many products have been produced here in 70 years, but it will be hundreds of thousands, especially fractional scale electronics. So that's hundreds of thousands of train sets, scale electronic sets. It's just quite amazing. You just think of the amount of Christmas Day box unwrapping that would have been done. All those dreams, all those amazing things were done by the people who know.
Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yeah, Thomas the Tank Engine. Yeah,
It's quite hot here, isn't it?
It's a really hot day today, which is great. You know, especially Sunday might find the
Have a drink. So while Martin's rehydrating,
a lot of talking today.
So I can imagine you've been quite a busy man today, here, there, and everywhere.
Indeed,
Perspiring.
yeah, I've had a couple of costume changes. I'm not going to lie. You know, carrying that in this morning, it's not light. Very heavy.
Your own manual labour as well.
Well, there was one in the corner, but yeah.
Humble Hornby.
To do it, yeah.
Excellent. Right, so apologies for the 00 crowd. This is going to be quite TT centric. I've had people on Facebook ask a few questions. So first we're going to go with I've sectioned it off. So we're just going to go with updates.
Yeah.
Do we have any news or updates, anything you can tell us about the 6-pin decoders?
We sadly don't yet, and it won't be something we'll see this year. HM 6-pin, which is a shame, especially considering the 08. It's something that we're working on. I mean, we are aware that there are other things out there in the marketplace that people can use, and the HM project is going to be next year. And the reason for that, there's actually quite a lot of work to be done. It's not just the technology, it's the binary local systems, it's getting also to be able to fit inside the 08, because that will be the primary opening for it. So yeah, sadly it's going to be next year.
The J50 at the end of the year as well.
J50 is still on target, yes. We're working towards the dates on that. There's nothing positive or negative to say it'll be earlier or later. So yeah, we're on target.
I have noticed two of them have dropped off the website. It's unavailable. Is that just the pre-order numbers run out? Yeah,
so it's not that we've run out in any way, shape or form. It's purely to do with how our website is structured. That if a piece of information feeding into it changes, sometimes things drop out and they go back on again. We are actually working on that, so in the future it will be much more better, much more consistent. But don't always ever read much into that.
Okay, so Peachy, there you go, I got it in for you. Right, so I'm going to speed through these because I know you've got places to be. Have we got any updates on the Bresley coaches seeing at ScotRail?
Yes, I'm pretty much sure that we are
need, if they're not out yet, they can be out very soon. We've actually kind of hit a stage now with TC, obviously with the HSTs, who had the 50s, the 50-foot and 57-foot coaches, and they're pretty all nearly full now. If they're not in the shops yet, they're very, very soon. Okay. So the next big thing along the lines is the 66.
So, the Gracie coaches, they've been mentioned in the catalogue, but they've not been officially revealed as such.
Oh, sorry, okay. Sorry, you're referring to Teaks.
Teaks.
Right, yes, sorry. So yeah, the Teaks, we haven't completed tooling on yet, so you won't be seeing those for a while. What we have to remember with the catalogue, this is, we announced up front what our plans were. There's no necessarily order in that, but we're working our way through those plans. We're throwing in new surprises that no one really saw along the line. So how it will work is there's a big list that's been in the catalogue, and to get an understanding of what's coming next is you'll see us announce or show pre-production models, and then we'll have the depot samples and our photos. So when you start to see those coming through, that means that we're at a later stage of development on those. So we're a bit of a way off on the teams. There are a few things that we want to get done.
Okay. That one I think actually came from Gary Hall.
Okay, Gary, yeah.
Our friend on YouTube.
King of conversing. Yeah.
Indeed. Amazing stuff.
It is amazing.
Do look it up if you haven't seen Gary's work yet.
Definitely. On Facebook.
We saw the 3D prints of Scott Rail, so it was just asking.
3D prints of what sort of?
The teats. So the assumption was there was a little bit more going on.
I don't think we have. I'll have to double check that.
I might have to email you a photo later.
Email me a photo. It's definitely outstanding.
Any more updates, check back with me at the end and we'll get that one covered, Gary, I promise. Okay. I think I might know the answer to this already, but GWI classes and pilot coaches.
That will come later. Regions is a big discussion point for us. We focused on the LNER, where do we go next, and we will be entering other regions. So it'll be a case of watch that space. We've got a lot to do. It's just, what do we do first?
I know, it's all pressure.
Yes, it is, yeah.
I apologise for that, but at the same time I'm also not sorry.
I would be really worried if we didn't have pressure on us to reduce certain locomotives in certain regions or certain areas, because that just tells us and tells everyone else that there is a huge desire for the TT120 in general.
Indeed. You may not be able to answer this one, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Do you know any inside information on the one-to-one collection next door?
I do know a little bit, and so there's a lot of building work going on at the moment there. There's moving around just this week actually, a coach moved around back into the front. There's still a bit of a way to go. The target date for it is still going to be next year for opening, but that is subject to a whole host of things. Building works, planning, development, lots of health and safety. There's still quite a long way to go, but the target is 2025, and I'm so excited.
Excellent. And I'm assuming we'll be promoting that as well when it's nearer the time?
Yeah, it's not strictly us, but we'll work on a joint partnership with the one-to-one collection. Obviously, we're based on the same site, we just want to there, so there's a very close link there. But yeah, we will definitely be letting people know when that's open, because people come to us to ask questions, so when there's an update on that, we'll set it.
Just make sure I'm still in time.
Noise at the station, this is real training.
Indeed, this is as real as it gets. Okay, so more requests, I suppose you could call this section. Would all be considered British outline G scale? Has it ever been considered by yourselves or anyone else like that?
I mean, we have looked at it. We've looked at a whole host of scales over the years, but if you we want to prioritise now sort of double O TT. I don't think it would be the right thing now to enter the scale. Just a few moments ago we were talking this huge list of things we need to get on the line at TT. I mean, bringing in G scale or another scale in scale wouldn't speed that process up for sure. If anything, to the other way. So it's not something that's going to be part of us.
Yeah, that one was from Jude at my local model railway club. Hi Jude. So I did ask. Would Hornby consider any new licensing agreements to encourage potential younger modelers into the hobby?
Definitely. And that is a kind of a real challenge, because I know the licensing industry, so I've worked on various projects where an entertainment license, for example, by Soy, and it really opens things up and interest. The challenge we have it more with railways is what is that entertainment? So for many years we had Thomas the Tank Engine, and that's changed slightly, so we don't have a license for the producer anymore, but Thomas the Tank Engine does a little bit of a different thing now to that's what it did when I was a kid. It's my first train set with Thomas the Tank Engine.
Oh, indeed.
And what else is there out there? So if there are any kind of content creators, like masters like Keith Chapman, the people who create support shows or something that want to go away and create something based on railways, we're welcome that way.
Indeed. So if YouTubers were to say make their own Thomas-esque show with, say, Hornby models, would that be something Hornby would lash their teeth into, or just sit back and watch happily?
It would be great. I mean, the thing with that kind of thing is the creative is one part of it, but it's actually then getting the eyeballs. How do you get eyeballs? Obviously, YouTube is one way. We then have to think about kids and YouTube content. Does it go to YouTube Kids? It's not YouTube Kids. It's just with that. Do we do it Netflix? Do we do it? It gets really complicated. If someone does it like that, I think it's a great thing. Because even if it doesn't set off the next Thomas the Tank Engine, it does actually put some really nice kind of fun, creative stuff into the world of the internet where people can watch and consume, especially kids.
So the door's definitely open for conversations at the very least.
Yeah, definitely. We'd always be. I mean, we want that because we know that to support bringing people into railways, interest in railways and trains in general, we need those kind of subject matter almost. And if it can be done in storytelling or characterised way, that's brilliant. I mean, there are a number of good publishing things out there, like train stories and this and that, and they're absolutely amazing. Bringing that to sort of film format would be great.
Excellent. Anyone out there thinking about making any kid-esque railway stories?
Not as easy as you think.
Obviously, there's an art form to it, but
not guidelines to follow.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. Make sure everything's appropriate. Okay. One question I've been asked a lot: will there be restocks of certain rolling stock and specifically the TTA tank wagons?
So TTA tank wagons are really popular. It's just amazing how some of these popular. They have been extremely popular. So we may look to reproduce some liveries and maybe change the running numbers if there's something that is always applicable. But we'll be looking at other things. So we're monitoring. So we're seeing straight away that if things are selling well, then there's more demand, say, for that and that. So we're now developing new liveries or whatnot. We'll do even more. So yeah, we're on that. We're successful.
Do you have any kind of timeline for a restock or a rebrand of the TTAs?
So it'll be an outlet range launch if there is going to be anything. So there are no out-and-out restocks. What I mean by that, with the exception of the sets, we haven't kind of ordered any more of something that we've already produced with its exact guise or exactly number. So the next thing will be additional running numbers on new liveries, which we'll consider about in the next range launch.
Okay, so similar to the Blue 08, that one, the TTA's been gone.
Yep.
So, and eBay people.
Yeah, and we'll also, something that's been really successful, this when we're talking about, so in TT, one of the great things about TT, which is about space, is actually the amount that you can fit on them. You can make realistic length trains. Because how realistic length trains, if it's freight, they're wagons. And if you're really into the detail, you want to have different numbers. Obviously there's an aftermarket, there's a skill with people who can do that. What we will look to introduce in the future are triple backs, so that people can buy that. So if someone just wants one, they can buy one for solo. If people looking to buy one, they can buy the triple back to make the train much longer.
That's brilliant. Okay, so TTA sorted. And I assume that'll be the same sort of story with the rest of the rolling stock. When they're gone, you're moving into other areas now.
Exactly. I have to be careful what I say, because I've got what we've got in the catalogue, what's in the next catalogue, and what's in the one after that in my head, so I have to be a bit guarded with what I say.
Okay. But if there is anything that slips up, let me know. I can chop stuff out.
I think as far as keeping secrets, I'm good.
Excellent. Okay. Now for the bit you're probably going to roll your eyes a bit for, product requests.
Go on.
Further running numbers on roller stock, particularly the Mark IIs. I think we might have covered that a little bit just now. Blue and grey Mark 1s.
It's all going in.
It's going in.
It's registering.
So different coach types. So restaurant, kitchen,
Tourist. Sorry, my dash.
Right,
Sorry, I'm
so
really sorry.
right. I tried. If I didn't get through your questions, I apologise, but I did try. Martin,
Thank you very
I
much.
appreciate
Cheers,
your time
cheers,
very much.
cheers.
I appreciate you. Got to
Thank
go
you.
speak to
Cheers,
Origin.
guys. Thank you. Yeah.
Right, so
Cheers. Bye,
I'll
bye.
let you go. Right, so again, thank you, Martin, and we'll continue on with the day. So, hope you're enjoying it so far. Right, back home again. Just a quick update on some of the things that we discussed in the video. So I've emailed Martin the evidence of the teaks at Model Rail Scotland, and the impression I'm getting is he either forgot they were on show or he wasn't aware they were on show, but either way, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to read out the email that he sent back to me. Hi, yes, they are definitely Gresleys. I had totally forgotten we had shown them at MRS, that's Model Rail Scotland. All the design work is done for them, and the designers then print off 3D models to check, which is pretty standard for us. We must have taken them to the show progression, but I can confirm that they are not in tooling yet. So we'll be at the very much least 1 year away at the moment. Looking what is in front of it in the queue, it will be longer than this. Kindest regards, Martin Weaver. So yes, although we've seen 3D prints of the teaks at Model Rail Scotland and the photos that have been circulating online, we're still about a year or so away from actually seeing them on shelves, unfortunately. What else happened? So the TTA tank wagons are done in the current 3 liveries that are out at the moment. I have no idea what's coming next, whether it's just a standard renumber or a re-livery of the tankers. We will find out when they decide to announce something. And then there's the news that we're going to be getting triple packs for wagons in the near future also. Did I need to cover anything else? I don't think I did. Okay, so until next time, guys, for our next trip down to Margate, you have a good one, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Almost forgot. Just a quick one before I sign off. Please like and subscribe. Helps me get my content out there a lot further. Thank you. And I'm going to leave you with some running shots of the actual layout, because you're here to see trains, let's be honest. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye. I'm in this time.
Well, I'll be working hard to reach my target. Do one of you both for a day trip down to Margate. I'm gonna blow the lot tomorrow on all my family. We catch the coach at 8 and I'm belay. We're off to see the sea.
Behave yourself, Uncle Albert, or you won't be going.
Down to Margate. And don't forget your buckets, displays, and cottage and all.